Allspark, formerly known as Hasbro Studios LLC, was an American production and distribution company owned by toy and multimedia company Hasbro and based in Burbank, California. That was in operation from 2009 to 2019. Originally just a television division, many of its shows were based on Hasbro properties and were broadcast on multiple media platforms, including Hasbro's joint venture, Discovery Family. Allspark Pictures was Allspark's live-action production label, while Allspark Animation was its animation production label, and Cake Mix Studio was the company's Rhode Island-based producer of commercials and short-form content. Production and distribution of film and television content based on Hasbro properties actually shifted to Entertainment One, or E1 for short, following its acquisition by Hasbro on December 30th, 2019, and under the leadership of Entertainment One President Darren Shroop. President of Family Brands Oliver Dumont and former HBO head of programming Michael Lombardo. As a result, Allspark was absorbed into Entertainment One. However, in late 2022, Hasbro announced their intent to sell E1 with companies such as Fremantle, who dropped out of the bid, Lionsgate, Legendary, CVC Capital Partners, and Go Digital Media Group, bidding for the acquisition and a transaction that would place the distribution rights to the Allspark library and newer content back to Hasbro. It was ultimately decided on August 3rd, 2023. Lionsgate announced that it would acquire Entertainment One for $500 million. The deal closed on December 27th, 2023, and Entertainment One got renamed to Lionsgate Canada on June 7th, 2024. In August 2023, Hasbro announced a brand new banner titled Hasbro Entertainment, Second Incarnation. Hasbro Studios, 2009 to 2019. Hasbro Studios was founded in 2009 for TV development, production, and distribution, when Stephen J. Davis as president. On October 10, 2010, Hasbro Studios and Discovery Communications relaunched the channel, formerly known as Discovery Kids, as the Hub, now known as Discovery Family. On November 9, 2010, Hasbro Studios signed an agreement with Canadian media company Chorus Entertainment to broadcast their productions on YTV and Teletoon. On October 6, 2011, Hasbro Studios signed an agreement with 7 U.S. and international airlines such as Continental Airlines and Qantas to broadcast shows on their planes. On March 2012, the studio started venturing into foreign co-productions, starting with Play-Doh, Dupe Widow, mixed animation and live-action series with Toon Max, part of the Shanghai Media Group. In December 2012, Hasbro transferred all entertainment divisions into Hasbro Studios, including their Los Angeles-based film group, Cake Mix Studio. The content on February 28, 2013, the studio laid off 3 staffers in its game and reality show production and development department, which was moved under Vice President Kevin Blinkoff, along with the animation departments and management and outside creative consultants. In August 2014, Joss Fieldman was appointed as the head of development for Hasbro Studios, as he will oversee live action and TV series. On October 20th, the studio announced the new film finance production label, All Spark Pictures. Yep. Yeah. Hey Alexa. Hey Alexa. Hey Alexa. Hey Alexa. Hey Alexa. Oh, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the real Alexa. No, you're not the real Alexa.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Okay, fine, Alexa. Okay, fine, Alexa.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Okay. Okay. What about? I can't get. Hasbro Entertainment. Entertainment One UK Limited, trading as Enter E1 UK or Contender Limited, and E1 Entertainment UK Limited, is a British entertainment company and a subsidiary of Lionsgate Canada. The company was formed as the Contender Entertainment Group in 1994. Initially functioning as a home video distributor before expanding to produce television shows and theatrical films before being acquired by the Canadian-based Entertainment One, now Lionsgate Canada, in 2007. History. Contender Entertainment Group Contender Entertainment Group logo used from 2000 to 2006. Contender Entertainment Group logo used from 2005 to 2009. The company was formed in 1994 by former Hit Entertainment employee Richard Bridgewood. The company was initially formed as a home video distributor, mainly handling the distribution of children's properties onto VHS. During the late 1990s to early 2000s, Contender operated under 5 sub-labels: Colts TV, Colts Kids, Nippers, Bonkers, and Golden Times. Popular shows within these labels including the cult classic Farscape from the Jim Henson Company, to anime properties such as Medabots and Beyblade from Nelvana. 2002 to 2003 and 2003 saw Contender enter the children's television market with its first television production, Tractor Tom. I don't know what Tractor Tom even looks like. Oh! Tractor Tom! Tractor Tom led Tractor Tom. The series, which featured voices of Lisa Tarbuck and James Nesbitt, was pre-sold to ITV. And became a successful programming in its CITV programming strand. In the same year, the company expanded to the physical print market with Contender books. This can't be real. This can't be fucking real. This can't be fucking real. The success of Tractor Tom led to Contender greenlighting a second preschool property, Peppa Pig, from its indie studio, Ashley Baker Davies, in February 2003, and a pre-sale to Five and Nick Jr. occurring at the same time. The company greenlit a preferred preschool property, Mojo Swap Tops. What the fuck is Mojo Swap Tops? You know Peppa Pig and Worry the Racing Car. Yeah, right there. Yeah, Worry the Racing Car. It's actually in 2007. Yep. Tractor Tom style. But I hate Mojo Swap Tops. Worry the Racing Car. Mojo Swap Tops in February 2004. However, it would not see the light of day due to its concept being similar in another show that was in development at the same time, Worry the Racing Car, and would not officially be produced until 2024. What the fuck? That was E1. That was just E1 being closed. Like, before Worry the Racing Car was even produced. In February 2004, Contender purchased rival distributor Medusa Communications and Marketing for £20 million. The purchase allowed Contender to expand its investments in the UK media industry. Medusa's founders, David Hodgins and Stephen Rivers, would become directors at Contender. Medusa's two sublabels, Hong Kong Legends and Premier Asia, it would also remain as is at the end of May 2004. Peppa Pig would premiere in the United Kingdom on 5's Milkshake strand. The series would become an immense success, with its first DVD selling over 100,000 units by the end of October 2005, alongside a successful toy line by Character Options at the time. At the end of 2005, the series would be picked up in over 120 territories. That's so good for you, Peppa Pig. including the United States under a broadcast deal with Cartoon Network, secured in November 2004. That's good, Peppa Pig. Good, Peppa Pig. The company announced that it would split its operations into two standalone subsidiaries, with the home entertainment division becoming Content or Home Entertainment, and the television division becoming Rubber Ducky Entertainment. Actually, I call it Rubber Ducky Entertainment, but it's actually called Rubber Duck Entertainment. The split was done in favor of the split was done in favor because of the success of Peppa Pig, of which Rubber Duck would greenlit new preschool properties for Contender to distribute and market. On the same day, Rubber Duck announced they had greenlit another preschool property called Humph. Is this like claymation? Okay, what happened? King Roar. Okay, guys, the end.